minor surgery, and it'll take a few days for it to heal. It's a superficial wound now. They've taken the muck out of it. It was very painful for him in Ahmedabad.
That'll be the first runs, and there'll be extras. They get away from Partheev Patil, and they're 4 byes. Bit harsh on the little keeper, not the way a keeper wants to start a test match, but I'm not sure he could have got to that with a lot longer arms.
But couldn't control the wrist this time. They're releasing the ball, and the ball going the other way. Didn't bounce so much. Kept on going. The poor start for Partheev Patil. He must not be really happy about it.
Beautiful shot, Mark Richardson, down the ground, and that'll race away across a pretty quick outfield for 4. Good start.
A nice check drive from Mark Richardson. But the intent is good from Zahir Khan. He's putting the ball up. This one didn't move. Just timed it right. Everything behind it. Right in the gap. Poor feeling from Zahir Khan. So not a very good start from Zahir. The seam up. Could have stopped this. Costed him 4 more runs.
Close. Oh boy, nearly a big decision for umpire Shepherd early on. Vincent playing really square there.
But playing across the line, Lou Vincent lucky to get away with that. But again, from where he bowls, Balaji, wide of the crease, will always find it hard to get those LBWs from the umpires.
He's got this one sweetly timed, right off the middle of the bat.
That went off like a bullet. That was a good shot from Lou Vincent. Again, this one, again, drifting down the leg. Easy pickings for an opening batsman. And I'm sure opening batsmen love deliveries like this on the legs. It was like a juicy half volley from Balaji. Virtually a gift.
Has it carried? I don't think it has. There's no jubilation in the slips. Zahir was, but VVS Lachman next to Rahul Dravid had a great view of it. It was cleanly taken, but I'm not sure it got through all the way.
Well, finally an edge from the bat. The ball seamed around, and Richardson playing away from the body. This one was a drop catch, so big blow for India. You have to pick up these early wickets on a pitch like this, which is going to get good for batting as the match progresses. So you have to make early inroads. Zahir Khan was jubilant, but very unfortunate.
Well, I'm not sure you could have much worse start as a captain. You've lost a vital toss. Your side's gone for now 19 runs. You're just in the 3rd over, and you've put down a catch at first slip. Rahul Dravid is a cool, calm customer. This will test it. Sweet timing. It's 4 more. Vincent loves it through the mid-wicket region.
Well, the bowlers are not on target. They bowl 1 or 2 good deliveries and then follow it up with a rank bad delivery. Another one from Zahir Khan. These runs are very crucial. New Zealand are off to a flyer, and this will give a lot of confidence once a batsman is off. Then you'll have to work extra hard.
That's the over.
23 off just 3 overs. New Zealand almost registering their first 50 here. It's been a good start, really good start. Stephen Fleming, he'd be delighted. Yeah, they're going to get a runner. Now this is unusual, without a wicket even falling. For looks like Paul Wiseman coming out and get a batsman to use a runner. So Lou Vincent, who is so adept between the wickets, must be really hurting for this to happen. It's quite unsettling to have to bat with a runner. It does affect your concentration. In the air and through the gap again. Rahul Dravid will be hating captaincy at the moment.
Well, it's tough to be at the top. Dravid finding out for himself. If Mark Richardson goes on to make a big score, he'll have nightmares tonight. He's let him off already.
I think that's it before. It's gone quickly to the fine leg boundary. Zahir Khan won't be able to stop that. Frustrations for Anil Kumble.
This has been a very productive area for the New Zealand side, as we saw in Ahmedabad. They played fine, and Anil Kumble has got enough on his deliveries. The pace is all that you need just to paddle it very fine. This has been his problem area as well, Anil Kumble is.
Because to get any kind of purchase on tracks like this, they have to drop the ball there. What an opportunity there was for a wicketkeeper here. He's not had a very good day today, Parthiv Patel.
Parthiv Patel is a country mile out, and he is not having a good day. To go with a truckload of buys is not even in the frame. And Wiseman was nowhere to be seen. Now this is the concern that we had up here in the commentary box, just watching the confusion in terms of having a runner. Just not favoured for batting. I know he's struggling with a knee, but in the perfect world, there's no way top order player wants to have a runner. Gone for the big one. And he's played this pretty well. Didn't quite get a big chunk of it, but enough of one. He goes to 37 with that shot. Not known as a big sweeper, but he's tried to develop this over the years, Mark Richardson.
It's a lovely track as well, Danny, and he's played it with the spin, so not much risk there. Nobody at deep boundary. He must be seeing the ball pretty well now. He's been there almost 2.5 hours. That's the man who took lovely catches in the first test match, Akash Chopra. End of the over, 89 for now.
Lou Vincent, he's pretty good at playing a shot. Don't bother chasing that, Verinder Sehwag has raced to the fence.
Well, they're well set, both of them, Lou Vincent and Richardson. The previous over we saw Richardson do that to Anil Kumble with the spin, and this time it's Lou Vincent sweeping it with the spin, not taking any chances.
Oh, beautiful shot. Really well played. You have to have skill to do that, even on the first day against Harbhajan Singh. 100 up for the Kiwis.
Beautifully executed. This is a shot that has come into modern day cricket. A lot of us believe that this is fraught with danger. But when there's no fielder at the point position, this is easy pickings. But you still have to have the confidence and the skill to actually carry it through. With it, the 100 comes. New Zealand looking very, very good on this first morning. Or afternoon now, I should say.
What the heck are you doing up there? I'll give you a ticket if you want to watch that badly. But I don't know what the rope was going to do. Because generally when you fall, it's downwards. Huge shout from India. And umpire Kurtzen has determined here that Richardson's hit the ground, not the ball.
He definitely hit the ground. There's no doubt about that. But did it also take the edge of the bat? Well, definite ground. It was very close to the bat, but we couldn't ascertain from that angle whether it did touch.
Great shot. Man, oh man, and that's into the colourful part of the stand. A huge hit. Take that.
You could make that out from the time it hit the bat. Beautiful shot, and that brings up his 50 as well. So this is his 7th 50 in international cricket. Second in a row against India now. Played a wonderful innings in the second essay in Ahmedabad. Held the innings together. And Lou Vincent now 50 not out. That 6 was an absolute treat.
Very pleased that Ashley Ross see that as one-day players have arrived. Chris Cairns, Chris Harris, Chris Nevin, Paul Hitchcock, Kyle Mills. They'll all be enjoying that. That is a magnificent shot from Richardson.
Beautifully executed again. The essence of that shot was the footwork. The front foot planted well forward towards the pitch of the ball. Beautiful aggressive step forward, leaning into the shot. And once you get into that position, it looks so good. Great balance. Nobody need move.
Yeah. And again, I don't think they'll have to run for these ones. What a huge over for the New Zealanders. 12 off it. Richardson is 50. It's 122 for none.
Oh, picked up nicely on the leg side. Lou Vincent is just growing in confidence here. Great pickup shot, and this is a record first wicket partnership here at Mohali.
A superb shot again, a gift from Zahir Khan. Lou Vincent is well set, following up his good knock in the second innings of Ahmedabad match. He got 67 and just carrying on from there. Anything loose and out. So the leg stump he has been very harsh on. 4 more runs for him. Oh!
That's beaten the bat. Has he got the edge? No, says the umpire. There was a definite sound bat hitting pad. Ball probably missed the outside edge. And this man is very, very hard to convince. Lots of appeals. That's great again. Terrific. That's the bat hitting pad, Danny.
Well, it's hard to convince, but he's got to be out, Aaron Well.
Yes, absolutely.
There's the pad. Let's have a good walk at this. Butchers. Get on the pad. What conditions? Brolly is certainly not for precipitation. Down the wicket, used to the feet, and just short, is it? He's gone all the way, in fact, for half a dozen.
Lovely shot there again. This is the second occasion where Vincent has used his feet, come down the track, reached the pitch of the ball, and away she goes. Didn't get too much elevation on that one, but the carry has taken it all the way. 68% of runs have been scored from the leg side. That really tells a story.
Just on that, see, 22 fours down to the third man. Third man is the region. That is staggering. 4 boundaries. And again, strays on the leg stump, Balaji, to end an expensive over. Not a goodie. 9 off it. 166 for no loss.
Through the gap for 4. It's a nice way to start after the break for Mark Richardson.
Nothing much in the pitch, but credit to these 2 New Zealand openers. They've really batted brilliantly. They've been very impressive. Concentration to the highest. He's pulled his muscle there, I think. Mark Richardson. Lovely stroke. And that is where he pulled the muscle. Now Parthiv Patel behind the stumps has had a very rough day. Another by boundary. Must not be a happy man. It does happen to you sometimes. He doesn't look too focused. Parthiv is getting up a little earlier than what he was doing in the previous international games that you've seen him do.
Well, I've got to say, there's not a lot of excuse you can give for that. I mean, there was no shot played. He must have been able to see the ball the whole way. It went outside the pad. This could be 4 more, this time off the bat. On fine for 4. That was a bit of a mistake from Richardson, unpunished. And there's a bit of chat going on. This Anil Kumble and Mark Richardson are entering into a little bit of a tete-a-tete there. The easy thing for Richardson to say is, or not say, is just to point up to the big blue scoreboard. But Anil Kumble not happy.
Lucky there that it didn't pop into the hands of the first slip. But that's a rare sight, seeing Anil Kumble lose his cool on the field. Normally he's aggressive in his attitude when bowling, but not with words or actions. It is a very, very rare sight.
Well, the man closest to them is David Shepherd. He'll be keeping a very close eye on proceedings. Vastly experienced man. He'll let it develop to a point and then he'll knock it on the head. 193 for none. Over his head, down to the boundary for 4, and New Zealand bring up 200. What a start.
Captain will be very happy there. Fleming winning the toss, electing to bat first, and what a partnership this has been for New Zealand.
Look at Anil Kumble. He just cannot believe it because it was a poor shot from Richardson. He never got to the pitch of it. It was a false shot. The eyes lit up for the spin bowler, but he just could not get his hands high enough. He's a tall man. He thought it was coming straight back to him.
I think Richardson has lost his concentration after that tiff with Anil Kumble in the previous over. I think he wants to get on with the game and hit him out of the attack. Yes, Anil Kumble would for sure want his wicket because Richardson showed him the scoreboard after he hit that boundary.
Saw the width, he's gone for it, and he'll get another 4. getting very close to that first 100 here on Indian soil for Lou Vincent.
Well, it's the width. Quite there in terms of it's the length of the delivery, but it didn't matter. Got a really good bit of shoulder into it. The rest of it's a nice little umbrella field, both on the offside and leg side. And the jubilation is there for all to see. He stays on the ground, almost in the pose of pleading for 100. He's down there on all fours. It's just brilliant. Absolutely over the moon. The second Test 100. This probably is bringing him more joy. Tough conditions in India. And Lou Vincent, he is over the moon.
It was a great moment, really, the way he got to his 100, as you mentioned. He just stood in his shot. A nice sweep shot for 4. He saw that gap and perhaps a premeditated shot, depending on the length of the ball. It was a glorious sweep. There's a big gap on the leg side. He knew he had timed it well, and look at that. It's a great picture. Second Test match 100 for Lou Vincent. So satisfying for a young New Zealand batsman to come here in India and get a Test match 100. Being one of the real gains for New Zealand on this trip. He's one who has really grabbed the opportunity with both hands. Following up 67 with 100 is a really good performance here for the opening batsman. Well, the impact, I thought, was outside the off-stump, perhaps missing the off-stump as well. What I was wondering, was there an inside edge? If that was the case, he would have been in trouble. If the ball went to first slipped. Obviously no inside edge, or would have had Dravid appealing for a catch.
Straight through, beat the defences. He's looking to lean on this all the time at the moment.
Two batsmen well set. Now he's got 4, but he's done some damage to his hamstring. For the record, 4 added. Might just have another runner coming onto the ground. He's in trouble.
Yeah, I'll put my house on it. He's going to definitely have to have another runner. It's been a day of it. He's gone down with the sweep shot. As soon as he hit it, he just went. Cramp in the hammy. Just cramping up. Just a little bit of stretching there. Well, a little bit of a cramp happening for the left-hander Mark Richardson, suffering in the heat. Call for the runner, but the longer this goes on, get on with the job.
Good delivery, especially when you're bowling it round the wicket. It threatens to come in to the left-hander. It's the wrong one. There you can see, not a big turn, but certainly changed the angle a bit.
And trying to play across.
It's gone down on the heap here, Mark Richardson. This is going to be a very funny replay. Like he's been trying to dodge a bullet here. First he's on his front, then he's on his back. They'll be giggling a little bit, some of the New Zealand players watching on, because this would have looked pretty funny.
Well, he's got to, seems like he's got a cramp or something, got twisted, entangled, and suddenly, yes, he's got a cramp in the hamstring. Happens so many times. Seems like somebody has shot you or stabbed you in the hamstring.
He's gone. He's down. He's just been hit by a Vander Holyfield or someone. That's through. 4 more for Mark Richardson. He creeps closer. It's 229 for none. Well, he hit the duck and dive there. Vincent, I think he'll get back for 2. He will. He runs that first run so quickly that he puts so much pressure on the fielder in the deep. Lou Vincent has reached a milestone here. He's gone past his previous highest Test score, which was 104 at the Wacker in Perth. A sweep shot. It's been quite dominant. 66 runs on the leg side and 106 of them roundabout through the square leg. Finally there from the sweep.
Well, that graphic of the distribution of runs in the ground shows purely that it's been bad bowling by India. That's a large concentration of runs on the leg side.
Giving him out. That's the end of it. David Shepherd had a long look at that one and decided that that was straight enough. It was going on to hit even though Vincent had got forward.
Well, he was getting braver by the minute. Tried one too many times the sweep shot. Kumble was just holding on to the line. This was it on the back leg. No doubt whatsoever. in the mind of David Shepherd. Lou Vincent goes for 106. New Zealand 231 for 1.
Get ready for a one-day international assault as World Cup champs Australia take on India and New Zealand in a blockbuster tri-series. And the hosts and the Kiwis get it started Thursday night, and the Aussies' first game against India's on Sunday night.
Absolutely stunning.
Viewer-friendly times, 3 talented one-day teams.
Thank you, he says.
Every game live and exclusive. The tri-series in India starts Thursday night. Fox Sports 1.
Stars shining right above you. Night breezes seem to whisper, I love you. Birds singing in the sycamore trees. Dream a little dream of me. Sweet dreams till sunbeams find you. Sweet dreams that leave worries behind you. But in your dreams, whatever they be, dream a little dream of me.
If you believe the share market's on the rebound, a CommSec margin loan could increase your investment funds and therefore your potential returns. If this is a bull market, CommSec can help you milk it.
India have broken through at last, and it's not Stephen Fleming at 3, it's Scott Styris today, averaging 35. He has a Test 100 in the West Indies to his credit in 250s. He's a fine player, but it is unusual to see him moseying on out at this number in the order. They've got Tuffy there, Daryl Tuffy as a night watchman. Oh, goodness me. He's picked up none for this. Now this is probably one of the most funny things you'll ever see in Test cricket history. We'll have to turn the audio up on this as well. I mean, he looks in great look at BBS Lutchman in the background. He can't control himself. People are laughing all around because he's smashed that 70 yards and hasn't been able to move an inch.
Well, he's looks in trouble. I thought the scream was from the short leg fielder. Suddenly I saw the ball racing to square leg. He hasn't moved his legs at all.
Shepherd wants to knock him on the head.
Yeah.
He's had enough.
This was amazing. This is like the front line in a battlefield. Haven't seen something like this. This is hilarious. Yeah.
Oh, he won't think it's hilarious. The sound, I've got to say, I mean, cramp is not funny. I mean, at least these guys are laughing with us because people at home will be saying, don't be mean. Oh, jeez. I've seen some funny things, but they're struggling to contain themselves, these blokes. At least when he comes to stretcher out. What's going on here?
Well, I hope there's nothing serious. It's only a cramp. It's not pulled or torn the muscle. But everybody's got big smiles on the face. Rarely this happens. And the guy who's in real pain is amused rather about everybody just standing around and grinning down on him.
I don't think he's torn a muscle because it's about the 5th time it's happened. Every time it's happened, he's played the same shot. He's tried to hit the ball through mid-wicket or square leg with a sweep shot. So it must be just cramp, because now he can sit up all right. He is a real character, Mark Richardson. He's an uncanny cricketer, I'll say that. But he's provided us today with some very good batting, but some pretty funny viewing, you'd have to say.
And the cramp is pretty severe. He's giving some extensions, stretching exercises too.
Just keep going to the stretcher. Switch it out there.
He's starting to walk round, which is a good sign. I mean, it's not a tear or a pull. It's just straight out cramp. And anyone that's had cramp will know it's not fun to have. But when you suffer it in that fashion, it does look a tad funny from a distance.
That was pretty quick. That banner came up within 2 minutes of Richardson going down. He looks all right. Having a drink, walking around, smile on his face, so all is well. Some comic relief in the match. It was getting a bit dull and drab.
Last ball of the over. Now he moves on to 96. He's really struggling here. Mark Richardson is having a terrible time out there. You've got to feel for the man, really. 234 for 1. Mark Richardson is on 96. A suffering Mark Richardson, if I may say so. Scott Styris has just walked in. Really, Mark Richardson, what he's trying to do here is not to bend his knee too much. He knows that when he does that, he gets that cramp in. And that last run that he picked up was an effort to run with straight knee without bending his knee. Keep his legs straight. have a look at this. Not too much of a bend, trying to keep his feet straight. Boy, maybe hilarious for some, but you've got to feel for the man. He's moved on to 96, 4 short. Oh, that's gone. It's gone off the bat. That's 4. The arms go up in the air for Mark Richardson. He's got 100 for himself and about to go with it.
Lovely touch to see Lou Vincent out there on the balcony. He's been batting so long. With his opening teammate out there, crowd loving it too. And he's just so over the moon. Unique way to bring it up. Nice little inside edge, French cut. Third 100, incredible.
Trying to put everything behind the drive, making sure that it's gone fine and reaching the rope, and that's when the arms go up. Great shot, a nice straight drive to bring up the boundary. He's such an attractive batsman, Scott Styris.
Oh, like this. It's beautiful balance. So a lot of this in that innings in the Caribbean, where he got 100 on debut in Grenada. Just leans into it. Copybook stuff down the ground. Beautiful strength. Timing.
Now, was there a bit of bad on that one? I think it got a bit of the pads of the wicketkeeper. No signal from the umpire, so definitely some bat. Let's have a look. There was the outside edge to start with. Was there some pad on it from the wicketkeeper? And of course a difficult chance at first slipped.
2 big opportunities. Straight outside edge. May have brushed Patel, but again, stand and skipper Rahul Dravid may have just feathered the outside of Parthiv Patel's glove, but certainly it was Dravid's catch. Opportunity yesterday morning off Zahir Khan, off the same batsman Mark Richardson. And again, there is a let-off for the Rock.
Punched away, just to the left of Ajit Agarkar. He's got to chase, and not too many fielders have been successful doing that. But that's 4 to end the over. 299 for 1. Give it the charge, and that's the difference in this New Zealand team. Starting to play big shots against the spinners. That's the confidence at the moment.
It's also about laying the platform. They're starting to grind the Indians into the dirt. They've got them out there toiling hard. All of a sudden, they're 305 for 4. And the fielders are flat.
Oh, that's a good shot. Beautifully timed, Mark Richardson. He'll get 4 for that. That's one of his trademarks, the back cut.
That's poor stuff from Zahir Khan, I would say. Not putting in much effort. There's not much speed behind the ball. And he's given room to Richardson. But this is exactly what Richardson would love, because they need to score the runs quickly here.
Oh, that's a great shot. Beautifully played, Styris, because he wasn't really to the pitch of the ball. And he brings up his 50. Classy batting.
This has been absolutely fantastic show from Scott Styris. That's his third 50 in Test cricket with 6 boundaries. Really supported Richardson well. Lovely use of the feet. I would say that was a beautiful delivery, inviting the batsman to come out of the crease and play a stroke at him. Didn't really time it too well, but he knew where he was going to play it. Over the bowler's head, the safest area on the field.
That is just a poor piece of bowling. Got what it deserved, and up comes the 100 partnership with that as well.
Well, that's sheer frustration for Harbhajan Singh. That was a very poor delivery. Asked for the treatment that it got. Styris and Richardson, I'm sure, are not going to miss any opportunities now to score runs easily.
Nice shot, and this will race away, I would imagine, for 4. Yes, it will. Styris is looking in really good touch.
This is what was expected of the Kiwis after lunch. That's exactly how they've gone about their work. Seeing the ball so well, that was pitching on the off stump, moving away from him. Lovely use of the wrist there through the mid-wicket.
In the air, high over mid-on. How far back has that gone? One bounce for it was nicely struck. Saywag is at mid-on and he didn't even move. I thought it was timed well enough for 6 initially.
Is he hurt? The bowler. It's very well played. Intentions very clear. They're going to score runs quickly. Scott Styrus, who was brought into the New Zealand side for 1 day initially, which means that he can really hit the ball. So the ball is going to fly around all over the park.
That there. Yeah, how far did that go? I think it did. Yeah, that's 6. I think the writing was on the wall there. And I think the mid-on will go back.
Can I make a change in my Monday team now? Nothing wrong with that delivery. That was a good delivery, but no problem for the batsman to judge Harbhajan Singh's line, because he is just not using the crease at all. Just over the dressing room, the ball gets stuck.
And this is out of here. That has gone all the way. That is beautiful, clean hitting. So effortless for the maximum.
That was predetermined, wonderful footwork, got into a position, and he is a big strong man, Scott Styrus. The moment it struck the bat, you knew that had taken off. No fielder in the deep, no long on, no long off. Right over the top, and he's gone. It's landed right in the hands of the fielder at long on. So the breakthrough that India needed, well, he's indicating where he wanted to hit it. Too much bottom hand on it, just hooking it to mid-on instead.
He took this out of the park, Mark Richardson, but he closed the face right at the point of contact, down the throat of Anil Kumble, and his long vigil is over. Couldn't break the record of 155 of the partnership. He's gone for 145, and New Zealand now 182 for 2.
34 50s, 500s, best of 274 in similar conditions. That was in Sri Lanka. Off the mark, Stephen Fleming, outside edge. A lightning quick outfield will make sure, but it's another futile chase for Ajit Agarkar. He's found the gap. This is a better shot than the first one that got him off the mark. The results are the same. Another 4 to Stephen Fleming. 391 for 2. Scott Styrus for the moment keeping it straight and close. Runs it down to third man. That's 100 for Scott Styrus. Might just go all the way. Just stopped inside the rope. And that's 100 number 2 for Scott Styrus. New Zealand also reached a score of 400. Another centurion for New Zealand, the third in this innings. New Zealand 401 for 2.
A pure joy for Scott Styrus and the team. Oh, Stephen Fleming has flat batted that down the ground. For 6, it didn't go that high. It must have been beautifully timed.
Tremendous hit. It's almost like a cross-court shot played on the knee. Just take a look at this. Beautifully against the break. But wow, future of Indian cricket. He's enjoying a day out. That's bowled him. That's removed the off stump out of the ground. He almost thought he'd done that in the previous over. The faster one, and it snuck through the bat. And bat and pad, I would imagine.
And they're going nuts here at Mohali because the hero has struck. Sachin Tendulkar, a clever piece of bowling. It actually angles back into Stephen Fleming, and it beats him for pace. He's trying to hit it quite square on the onside, and he didn't help his cause there, but he goes for a fairly quick 530. It's 433 for 3. Nathan Astor essentially in the first test match. Some very good touch, averaging just a tad under 40. Very experienced player now. Best score of 222, which was an absolute delight to watch. That's gone, yeah. That is gone this time. Rudy Kirsten gives Scott Styrus the slow draw.
Well, success for Anil Kumble. He's toiled hard, he's bowled very well. Has been a little unlucky at occasions, and this time catching Scott Styrus right in front. He's a happy man, Anil Kumble. Styrus gone for 119, 447 for 4 New Zealand.
Craig McMillan, the new player for New Zealand at number 6. And I think if you'd have said to him yesterday morning when the toss was made, you won't be required till after tea on the second day, he'd have said you would be joking. That is the case. Best score 142, averaging 41.13. Great shot. That's McMillan at his best. One bounce for using his feet to Kumble. Not many players do that successfully.
He said earlier in his innings that he's got the license to play like that. That is how he loves to play, McMillan. And this is the right opportunity. This is what the Kiwis team need at this time. Score runs quickly.
Yep.
And that's sensible. You get a boundary of a delivery and then take a single and leave the rest of the over to your partner.
Beautiful footwork. Just glides down to meet the ball exactly at what part of the bounce he wants to. And the rest of it becomes pretty academic. Poor fielding. That is awful fielding from Virender Sehwag, and Tendulkar has every reason to be furious. Every reason, and so is Dravid. Look at him. He's steaming, and so he should be. I'm sorry, but an apology like that won't do.
Well, there is no question of apology there, or there's no question of forgiving him there. The handbrakes were on. He was sleeping there. That's amazing. An upcoming youngster in India trying to stop that ball with his foot. Throw that body on the floor, mate.
I just don't get that technique. I mean, at the very best, he's going to get hit on the foot with soft leather. It was hit pretty hard, that ball. It damaged his feet. He's got a bat. That's the best scenario.
That's four. McMillan has found the gap. One of those rare loose deliveries from Tendulkar. He saw the room and he knew two fielders were very close to the bat on the offside.
Straight out of his book. Craig McMillan loves it there. Just hits it so late too. Do some work on it. There's a little shot. Is it gone? Now it must have bounced. No. Yuvraj Singh says didn't carry.
It's just been India's fortunes in this match. Almost taking that one. It's landed straight into the turf. Almost got his fingers underneath that one. A very unique way of really going for the ball, Yuvraj Singh. It's more from top to bottom there, more than gaining the distance. That's his unique way of going for the ball. Good attempt. Almost picking off a spectacular catch.
Gone past Partheev Patel again. I think it might be 4 more buys. I think I'm right. It's 498 for 4. An edge, and Astle goes. Partheev Patel gets hold of one, it sticks, and that'll do the young man the world of good. Finally happened for him, and Harbhajan Singh gets another one. Bottom edge.
Well, good to see the Indians players support Partheev Patel in that manner. Finally getting a nick and straight into the gloves. Look at the relief on his face. Nathan Astle finally getting out on 18. New Zealand 5 or 7 for 5.
Just a tap. That's middle, Robbie.
Robbie Hart.
You got 4 left.
Right-handed keeper batsman, averaging 20
Check the screen,
after
please. Check the
9
screen.
matches. This being his 9th.
McMillan gets to his 50. The consistent run continues for him. His 19th 50 in Test match cricket and his 3rd consecutive 50 in this series.
Craig McMillan has an area to hit over mid-on and mid-wicket. And that's where he was hoping this was going to go. Got the width, so he knew he wasn't going to get bowled. That's Robbie Hart. Goodness me, that's uncharacteristic. Bowled him around his legs. A breakthrough this morning for Kumble. Hart looking to force the pace, trying to invent, and missing out.
Well, he deserved it, Anil Kumble, that wicket. The previous delivery, Robbie Hart tried to slog it over mid-wicket, didn't connect it. This time trying to paddle sweep it. Missed it completely. Well bowled Anil Kumble. Bowled a little slower in this innings that we've seen. That's the end of Robbie Hart. He's gone for 11, 540 for 6, New Zealand.
Daniel Vettori, left-hander, and a man in form. He's a better player than 17.24 as an average, and I think he's going to improve that. He's been working very hard on his batting of late. He's already underway. He's going to scamper. Sehwag was just lingering a little bit. Kumble takes a blow on the left hand. Sehwag's thinking, well, if that had hit directly, he might have had McMillan stranded. Oh, he was home. Well, this is a good chase, but a failed chase. Good boundary for Vettori.
Well, this is what was expected of the Kiwis when they started this third day, to try and score runs quickly so that they can have more time. The idea is right to get a score of 600, 620 and make sure that they don't have to bat again.
And New Zealand going all out here. What a shot that is. He's just slapped that for 4.
I'd just like to say the crowd have gone crazy, but they're not. They're fairly quiet. Hometown. It's a lovely shot. The reverse sweep yet again. This is beautifully played for a boundary. Brings up the 50 partnership for these two off 61 deliveries only. Beautiful.
And more frustration for Anil Kumble. This is a good delivery on off stump. Well anticipated by McMillan. And a bit of finesse to get it very fine. Harbhajan Singh at point. So the Indians not prepared for that reverse sweep as they were with Harbhajan Singh. They had a fielder there for the reverse sweep.
But come to think of it, I think he should have been bowled slightly more than what he has done in this innings. He's not a very ordinary bowler. That 600 mark breached by New Zealand for the first time ever against India. So new records falling every half an hour or so. And I can see the curator squirming in his chair.
Push for 2 again. And Vettori gets back once more. Wayward throw. One more there. Nicely placed, beautifully placed in fact. So with that he gets through to 89.
Poor fielding, I must say. Balaji was slow in reacting to that shot. He could have been in position. Tension pretty clear. McMillan trying to race to his 100. Balaji was slow to react. Could have really got to it, but more runs in the kitty for New Zealand.
Craig McMillan down the park. He's hit it over the top. Has it gone the whole way? It has. A beautiful straight hit from Craig McMillan, and that takes him through to 99.
A brave shot, I must say. Batting on 93. Goes for the full Monty. Moves to 99 with a 6.
They're going to go. They're going to get it. Vettori's quick. And McMillan has another 100. He has had a tremendous series, and boy, is he enjoying this. What a comeback to the New Zealand side. Brilliant performance, and Stephen Fleming says enough is enough. I am declaring the marathon performance by the New Zealanders is all over. He is signalling the declaration, but they haven't seen it. Now they have. The crowd go nuts. It's the biggest ovation I've heard, and it's not for Craig McMillan. It's the fact that New Zealand have declared and India will have their turn to bat. That's what they've come to see. But for the moment, let's hand it to Craig McMillan, to Daniel Vettori, and to a brilliant all-round batting performance by New Zealand. Richardson, Vincent, Styrus and McMillan, 4 centurions in the innings, the second time in New Zealand cricket history that has happened. The last time 2 years ago at the Wacker in Perth against the much vaunted Australian side. Well, this bowling attack from India, particularly in the spin bowling department, equally challenging. So it's been a tremendous performance, and these fellows now will sit down relieved in the dressing room, most of them anyway, that their job has been done for this test match. That Sehwag will have to come out and bat very shortly. Tendulkar may well have to at some stage this afternoon. We'll have to wait and see. The pitch is starting to wear a bit. New Zealand have them on the board, and India now, we'll see what they're made of with bat in hand.
This weekend on Fox Sports, Rugby Union. Every minute of every game. New Zealand take on Tonga in the Rugby World Cup 2003, plus the NPC final, live. Join us courtside for NBL, Victoria Giants and New Zealand Breakers, live. Sunday, the Triangular Series continues as Australia face India, live. The Premier League explodes into the weekend with 4 games live. That's this weekend.
Here's another way you can help the PBS keep medicine as affordable as possible. Only fill your repeat prescription when you need it. Some people keep filling their repeats to have medicine on hand just in case. But that's not a good idea because medicines can pass their use-by date, or your doctor might change your medication and it'll be wasted. This will help to minimise waste. It's a prescription for a healthy PBS.
For more information, pick up a booklet or call 1800 020 613. Authorised by the Australian Government, Canberra.
Harold Tuffy. 16 matches. 48 wickets, so a milestone for him. It'd be nice if he could do that prior to lunch. It'd be pretty impressive. Nice little twofer before lunch. 1 5-wicket bag. And his partner will be Ian Butler, who's fairly rapid. Rakesh Chopra is the opening man for India. Just had that little bit of butterflies in the tummy. A little adrenaline pumping through the neck. Just to 42. So he's got a bit on his plate, the wee fella.
Virendra Sehwag is his partner. Both play for Delhi. In fact, the captain and the vice captain of Delhi Ranji team, Sehwag and Akash Chopra. Here's the first ball. Good line, good shape away from the right-hander. Indians used a lot of the pace and spin combination during their innings, and if at all they looked to bowl their pace bowlers, it was from the far end, not from the end that Daryl Tuffy is bowling. I like the follow-through. He's about a foot away from Virendra Sehwag when he finishes.
He's certainly got a bit of bout on him, Butler. He's fairly aggressive. He's young, enthusiastic. That brace front leg really gets through his action. Powerful through the crease, Ian Butler. A bit of loosener there, a bit wild and off target. He's not shy on having a word or a bit of a glare. He's in your face. He was like that against England, made his test debut at the beginning of 2002. Ruffled a few feathers. At the moment, the radar's not happening. In fact, it's called a wide by umpire David Shepherd. Fair enough. Players will be words of encouragement, bit of noise, bit of energy from the New Zealanders just to help Ian Butler. He'll be a little bit nervous. He's sitting around for 2 and a bit days. Now it's his turn. Tuffy, nice and balanced. High arm action. Got to use the new ball. In there, and this will go probably for 4. Very fortunate way to get off the mark.
First runs of the bat. It's a well-directed delivery. Just shaping in, and Akash Chopra playing for that straight delivery on the ball that might just leave the right-hander. That ball definitely hit the seam and came back.
It's a beautiful shot. Don't bother running for this. And that is his strength. Virendra Sehwag, he just leans back, not a lot of foot movement, and just swings through the line.
There's just one word to describe him as a batsman: dangerous in any situation. He has just creamed this one through the covers. This is great stuff. Nothing too wrong with the ball. Just a great balance for Virendra Sehwag. A great touch with the bat.
Beautiful shot. That's the best in the book.
Akash Chopra must be relieved. For a change, Tuffy bowls an over-pitch delivery. Accepts it with both hands. Akash Chopra played it with a very straight bat right from the meat of the blade. No problem for anybody.
4 more. Classical batting. Good over for India, 31 for none. Oh, that's a good reply. Fantastic shot through extra cover. This is a feast. We've had lunch, but I'll tell you what, This is not a bad dessert.
Virendra Sehwag has got a beautiful eye. Very quick onto his back foot. What a lovely stroke that was. Everything in position. Played it with the full face of the bat.
Poor delivery. Gets the treatment.
Virendra Sehwag had just to put this in the gap. It's a rank bad ball. Trying to swing it away, trying to pitch it up. And that's very important actually. If you pitch it up on this surface, there are a few cracks that have crumbled a little from where they can get help. So maybe trying to do that. Went a bit too far.
Ian Butler races away again. That's going to get to the fence without any trouble at all. There's some brilliant batting going on here. New Zealand are racing in, they're trying everything. It's a good pitch. Some of these boundaries, there's been 7 so far, scintillating.
This is what Virendra Sehwag could do to a bowler. See, he's making room for himself to play strokes on the offside. Now Butler thinks here, let me bowl into his legs. Lovely use of the wrist there, played it towards square leg. Virendra Sehwag. He's not a kind of a player who's going to go there and try and defend because he's been sent into open.
Quick bat in there as well. Thought for a second he nipped one through. Sehwag playing everything off the back foot.
That's a beautiful delivery, bringing it in for Sehwag this time, inside edge onto the pads. Doesn't say much with words, but his expressions, his eyes talk.
There's that card where New Zealand had 4 batsmen getting century. This was in Perth 2001. They repeated that here in Mohali in the first innings. Very interesting batting card, that one, for New Zealand at Perth. Now take the 4 centurions out and look at the scores then. You've got 9, 2, 4, 2, 8. So the rest even struggle to get into double figures. That doesn't happen often.
Seldom played 2 spinners. Big shot. That's 6, I believe, and that means 50 for Virendra Sehwag. A welcome return to form.
Wonderfully played. Tremendous use of the feet. Just not scared to go over the top. This is his 5th 50 in Test cricket. He's got 100 as well. 80 balls for his 50. He's got 300s, I beg your pardon. Actually, you could just sense that this was on the cards because he was attempting to do this for quite a while. Terrific use of the feet. And he's gone against the break. Had a little distance between him and the ball. Such great contact with bat and ball. Perfect timing. Great hit.
One on the onside. I think that's probably gone just as far, has it? Not quite the same timing. Paul Wiseman is under siege here. Bucket full in this over anyway.
This time he's gone with the turn. I think he's got the bottom of the bat. Relishes the off spinner. He's not going to let him settle.
McMillan this time. New Zealand's commitment is admirable. A great throw. Oh man. There was hesitation in the Indian running there. A good throw. A clean take from Hart. I thought there was a problem. 102 for none. Look at Craig McMillan haul this in. Throw was on target, but bounced in an awkward place for Robbie Hart, who couldn't gather it. Chopra was very slow in turning for the 3rd. Big trouble. Placement again. Sehwag is cutting loose, and he's cutting loose on Paul Wiseman. It was in the air, but didn't matter because it was so beautifully timed and he got the angle right.
That's his great expertise. He just makes room for himself. He almost shifts to that leg stump or outside it to make the placement right. He makes every shot count. He's unstoppable when he's in this form. They're talking to each other, helping each other out, just goading each other on. Probably the over after this before tea. Done all the hard work. This is the time that you really don't do anything silly.
That's a great pull shot. Nicely inside the line and belted it behind square. 113 for none. Clever shot. Really well played, just working with the spin. No one down in that area at all. Except that wee fellow throwing it back.
That's a rare shot of the blade of Virender Sehwag. I've seen him bat so many times. He belongs to Delhi. That's where I come from. He loves to play in front of the wickets. Everybody's doing that, so he's tried that and done it successfully. A boundary for him. What has surprised me really is the change of Daniel Vettori.
Four more, just brilliant. That was a top cricket shot because he's playing against the spin there. Classical shot.
What an entertainer he is. He's brought the crowd to life here in Mohali. Lovely stroke, a flighted delivery, nothing wrong with the delivery. What Paul Wiseman is trying to do is invite the batsman and hit at him, but there's not much help from the surface. Very disappointed there. 550s, 300s, a very healthy average, 43.43. And that's a 50. 50 for Akash Chopra. What an innings this has been from the youngster. 136 for none, India.
Four more runs, 1,000 in Test cricket for Virender Sehwag.
It doesn't really matter for Virender Sehwag if the ball is going in the air or not when he plays his strokes, as long as he gets the scorer to get busy. Times it beautifully. What a lethal combination this would be, Smithy, if they carry on the way they have done in this match. The way Virender Sehwag plays, attacking game, and Akash Chopra on the other side, very balanced. 1,003 runs in Test cricket. 8 times he's gone past the score of 50. 300s out of that, so that's a good conversion rate from Virender Sehwag.
That's 4. Bowler is distraught. You think that was a bit too close to the fielder. It was in the air again, but boy, did it travel.
This is the ability of Virender Sehwag. Lots of air from the delivery and hit in the air. But it takes him on to 94. Not afraid to extend those arms. And Vettori was very excited and then very frustrated.
Now this is the only shot he's not played well so far in the innings, or should I say he's been consistently missing the attempted square cut.
Errol Tuffy, just get that length right, a little bit of shape on it, still swinging a bit.
I just want to share this with you. Talking to Kiran More yesterday, now there was that late swing again from Tuffy. Just when it comes close to the wicket keeper, just swings away. Now his theory was when the ball passes on from the dry pitch, now it pitches on a very dry pitch, and then when it goes to the keeper, it's the lush green outfield under the ball, and I believe that promotes that late swing that a wicket keeper has to be aware of. So he says it tends to happen, this late swing that we call, as it reaches the keeper, there's that extra swing, extra movement. Talking about movement, there's some movement to Tuffy, and the first wicket has been picked up. Comfortable catch at first slip, and that's the end of Akash Chopra.
Smart piece of bowling. He got the length right and the line right, I believe, on the surface. And that is where Tuffy and Co are trying to be there. There, lovely on off stump. And the bounce, caught by Nathan Astle. That's a smart catch, a good piece of bowling. Delight for Daryl Tuffy, finally. Chopra goes for 60. It's 161 for 4. Brings Rahul Dravid to the crease. 30-year-old, stand-in captain for Saurav Ganguly. Apologies for that scorecard. I got a little bit excited before the end of the last over. It's 164 for 1. Not for 4. Wish it was. Don't you?
To control the excitement, Danny. 9 wickets to pick up. Just the one here. Comfortable catch at Nathan at first slip for Nathan Astle. Just watching that replay from front on. This is a closer look at dismissal. I thought he just played inside the line. On first look, thought there was a movement that left the right-hander. Ball hitting the deck. going off the seam.
Here's Vettori. He'll get it this time. He works it away through square leg. And number 4 in the hundredth column for Virender Sehwag. It's been a brilliant display.
Well, superb batting by Sehwag. He's replied back to his critics. There was some talk, some chat that Sehwag was under pressure by the selectors, not really happy with the attitude shown. But look at the way the man answers the critics. Fan running onto the stumps. There you see the joy on the faces, fans loving it. And this is typical of the Indian crowd. I remember being a youngster, I used to take personal pride in Sunil Gavaskar's all hundreds, and I can feel how all the fans understand, the young fans.
That shot is, well, typical Sehwag for you. It was cross-batted to an extent. High element of risk, but nicely executed. And 4 runs is the result. Trusting his eye, his hand-eye coordination is his strength. Not much of footwork. It's just the bat going for the ball.
Still brave enough, so it should be, to give it some air, but Virender Sehwag has decided to hoist this one. But it's gone all the way, folks, for the maximum.
Maximum done it, half a dozen. This is a last-minute decision. A very last-minute decision by Sehwag with the pickup shot. Just in the last 15-20 minutes, he's just eased down a bit. Wasn't looking for the big shots. And further damage. The ball has landed in the moat again before the nets could come over it. So I think it's going to come back wet. So a bit of battering to start with.
Straight away, trademark shot, Rahul Dravid. Speed across the outfield. Positive start for India, sign of things to come maybe. Big appeal, he's given him, he's got a huge wicket. He's got Rahul Dravid, first ball, his first scalp over here in India, and my word, Ian Butler, what a start to the day, a prize wicket.
A well-deserved wicket for Ian Butler. He did bowl very well yesterday, was very impressive, and straight away here, right on the length, and that's the place to bowl. Bowl it up, pitch it up. It's not very easy because there are those cracks that are crumbling. And early success for New Zealanders. They're very happy, and they should be. They've got Rahul Dravid's wicket. Look at the joy on their faces. 13 for Rahul Dravid, 208 for 2 India.
It's the man they've all come to see. This is the man New Zealand want to see the back of. Sachin Tendulkar, great player of the world today. And he gets a quick one from Butler first up. He makes him play, which is the desired result. He made Dravid play early on, and he got him.
And that was a lovely delivery, coming close to the stumps, trying to move it away from Rahul Dravid. Just early in his innings, Rahul Dravid wanting to drive there. Not really. The foot not really up there. Flirting. Has to pay the price. I'm sure these are the tips from Ian Smith to the New Zealand team. He's been talking about bowling Butler from the pavilion and since last evening.
What a shot that is. Wasn't a bad ball at all from Butler. He shouldn't be too disconsolate about it. Sensational piece of timing through mid-wicket from a good line.
That's the place really to bowl. That's a lovely stroke. Full face of the bat from Sachin Tendulkar. And that's his trademark shot.
Once again, it wasn't that bad a delivery, to be honest. You were halfway through saying that's the place to bowl, and it's whistled back past him. Tremendous cricket shot. Back and across and straight bat. And he's only, what, 5'6" tall, if that. Just on the onside. I mean, it's just the best shot you can play. Close. That's really close. And umpire Shepherd says no, but I will be interested to see whether that was pad first. If it was, he must have just been outside the line of off stump, but it wasn't going over.
And it has hit the pad first, I can tell you that, Smithy, but the umpires probably have made up their mind in this test match to keep away from raising that finger of theirs. We saw a couple of them when the Kiwis were batting. So that's very, very close. That's out to me.
That is out to me too. I've got to say that that's hit pad first. Not easy for an umpire. He hears two noises, and that gives him an element of doubt. So that's what umpire Shepherd would have been considering. But I must say I've seen a lot worse than this given over the years. Bolden! He's got him anyway. A slower delivery. And Sewag looking to bell him through the offside, as he has want to do. Has got the inside edge back onto off stump, and now New Zealand may have a door open.
Well, this is what we had spoken about. The first half an hour is going to be pretty crucial. Now that's a slower delivery that gets Sachin Tendulkar's clone out. He got Sachin Tendulkar out in the first innings in Ahmedabad by bowling that slower delivery, got him caught in the slips. Sehwag gone for 130, India 218 for 3.
VVS Lakshman, 28 years of age, 46 matches, a tremendous player, the best of 281, one of the best modern day innings people have ever seen. Back pad, off stump. Deemed unlucky, he might have been lucky in the over anyway, Sehwag to still be there, but is this a bit of justice?
It's as if his eyes lit up seeing the slower one. He wanted to play over the top. Because he's the kind of a player who loves to get on with the game, keep the scorers busy. Look at Fleming there. He's very happy. This is exactly what he had asked for.
Nice and straight. Lakshman whistled that one way through wide mid-on. Richardson in pursuit won't get it. But boy, we're seeing some cricket this morning. It's 22 for 3.
Just out of reach of second slip. He'll get 4 for it, VVS Lakshman. Scott Styrus is putting the ball in the right place.
That bounce, just like that. The odd one goes through and bounces, and then the other one doesn't. He almost got there. Vincent. Another day, this might have gone just that bit finer. And he would have taken a comfortable catch at second slip. Here's a live wire, Vincent. Usually it's Nathan Astle in there.
He's driven it. He's found the gap. We know the outfield is lightning quick. Paul Wiseman will not get there.
In a way, he's mishit this. As he's closed the face on it, the point of contact, and it just motored away. Wiseman, no chance.
I think that's a poor delivery because it's the off-cutter bowled on middle stump. Bread and butter for VVS Lakshman. 244 for 3.
That's a nice stroke. Straight back down the ground. Do not bother running for this, VVS Lakshman. Just checked it, put it right where you want to be, straight for 4.
Well, I've said this in the past, there's nobody better than him when it comes to on-driving against the spin. This is against the spin. We just showed you the spin Daniel Vittori has got from this pitch. That's just splendid. Look at that bat come down. Gets to the pitch of the ball. Never afraid to drive against the spin. And he does it with a lot of success.
What a stroke that is. Now that is Sachin Tendulkar. Right from the meat of the blade. Not much work for the fielders. They just had to go and get it from the boundary.
Certainly a stamp of class about this. It wasn't that bad a ball. Hurried on to Tendulkar, but he was in position very quickly indeed. And that's how you play a cover drive off the back foot. No great flourish either with the back lift or the follow through. Just making sure that the timing is perfect, and after that, as long as there's no man in the way, you don't have to worry, really.
Last ball of the over. And that could be 4 for Sachin Tendulkar. 283 for 3 India.
That's more like it, but he's outside leg stump and he's paddled that away. That should be 4.
It's a lovely stroke because Vittori has been forced to try and straighten his lines up, as Aaron Lowe was saying. This time, Daniel Vittori just got a little bit too far over the leg stump. And Sachin Tendulkar, the class act he is, just plays this little tap shot. Very fine past Robbie Hart. There's only one result for this. Beautifully picked up from stunt cam. Was it? It's bounced. That's the one that the bowler and captain of the fielding side are looking for. Something like that to just start exploding from this pitch.
50 up for Lakshman. Wonderful innings it's been. Under great pressure. Came in when the score was 218 for 3. Lots of things happening. 2 wickets down in a hurry. He's in great form.
His 17th Test match half century at a crucial time for India. Bit of width. This with Rahul Dravid and Virender Sehwag getting out early this morning.
Now take a look at this one. There's no backward shot-like fielder, and you have a deep mid-wicket fielder. In a situation like that, I really can't comprehend these deep fielders.
I probably think too that Wiseman's got that one. That's probably one of few that have gone for him. He's in his 13th over and he's gone for 60. They've really, in fact, Sehwag got into him. So you'd like to see more of these. Now, if Wiseman could produce these, then yeah, certainly men around the bat would be the order of the day. But he's just not quite getting enough in that region for Wiseman. It's nicely bowled, but it's also beautifully played. Just leans on this Vivesh Lakshman, another boundary.
Now that's an amazing shot. That is an extremely difficult shot. He just seemed to jab onto it, but the trick to this shot was that he leaned into it, reached the pitch of it. He played it against the break. It wasn't a half volley, but just take a look how he reaches out for it. It's a tall man. Just got to the pitch of it. Look at the punch. Wonderful. Got 4 there.
316 for 3. Tendulkar on 47. Lakshman on 59. In the commentary box, it's going to be Ian Smith and Arun Lal.
Thank you, Sanjay. Here's Scott Styris. He get the runs I think he needs here. They'll scamper through. Tuffy will try and keep them to 2, but Tendulkar's quick. And they're on their feet. His 36th Test match 50.
And really, he would value this one for quite a while because he struggled. It's not been easy for Tendulkar. It's all very well when things are going your way. But at a crucial time, they stitched together a great partnership. 101 these two have put on together. Sachin Tendulkar now 50 in 149 deliveries. It's been real hard work, and he would be a satisfied man with that. Still a long way to go. 36 half centuries, 31 hundreds. Finally got that arrow sweep round the corner going, and he gets 4 for it.
Well, it's a pretty clever shot. Just using a little bit of ill direction there from Daniel Vettori. It's just starting to head down leg side, and he was good enough to catch up with it. Didn't try to whack it, just eased it down fine. No one at leg slip. Daniel Vettori is the only one behind square on the onside at an orthodox sweeping roll.
Vivesh Lakshman has played a fabulous cover drive. What a beautiful shot. Overpitched, not afraid to go against the break. Lovely shot there.
Paul Wiseman has a problem. It's that he's not patient enough to keep bowling that straighter line. He looks for that delivery that's going to tempt the batsman into driving, rip back in between bat and pad, but it just isn't happening.
It's a beautiful delivery and appeal there, and he's gone. First ball after tee, and Daniel Vettori gets the success.
Well, it's caught in close by Mark Richardson, and they do fly off these new pads that Tendulkar has got. They're a different kind of surface, and when the ball hits them off the inside edge, they fair go. Yes, big inside edge, and it flew quickly. And Mark Richardson, with good reactions after the break, sends the little master back. He's not happy. He scored a half century, but it's not what he wanted. It's 3:30 for 4.
Wednesday, November 26. A wave of excitement is spreading through the swimming world.
This event is going to be fast and furious.
$100,000 up for grabs. Plunge into the money pool.
An amazing finish by Elka Graham.
The Qantas Skins.
Swimming very well.
Then from Friday, we stay with the flow as we bring you the FINA World Cup.
One of the fastest swimmers in the world.
The Qantas Skins, live on Fox Sports 2.
Buy a case of Tui's New for a chance to win a massive Sony home entertainment system worth $8 grand.
We'll be right back.
We'll even set it up at your local pub for your own Wallabies rugby party. Tui's New, the official beer of the Wallabies.
Yuvraj Singh, the debutant, now in place of the little champion. First ball after tea. Got rid of Sachin Tendulkar, caught by Richardson at silly point off the bowling of Daniel Vettori. He bowled brilliantly. 40.1 overs, 57 runs. The wicket of Sachin Tendulkar. Really varied well. He's got a beautiful rhythm. Looks a much better bowler from the last time he was in India.
Pull shot. Has it gone all the way? Yeah, the arms go up. It's a 6 to finish the over. 344 for 4. 344 for 4. The noise in the ground is because Yuvraj Singh, the local boy, just hit a 6. Wasn't comfortable at all against Daniel Vettori, but when the length was a little short, he's such a natural attacking stroke player, free stroking batsman.
It's a bit short, and he's going to be punished. That'll be possibly get there for 4. It's kept Butler interested, but it gets there in the end. Too short and wide. 350 up for India.
Through the gap. That was a good shot, man. That was timed beautifully.
Well, the feet didn't move all that well on that shot, but the timing and the placement was impeccable. There were the shot covers for the uppish drive. Yuvraj just waiting for the ball, making amends, going back and just timing it. Powerful young man, strong wrist through that offside field.
There's an edge there, it's carried through to Robbie Hart. The finger goes up, and the first test innings for Yuvraj Singh comes to an end. A good catch and a great reward. It's 50th wicket in Test cricket for the big tower, Daryl Tuffy.
Well, that'll please him. Good change by Stephen Fleming. We were discussing that they have a plan. They've kept a fielder. This one was pitched up. Yuvraj going forward, and a good low catch by Robbie Hart. Good teamwork there.
Yuvraj slowly makes his way off his home ground here in Mohali. Bitterly disappointed after a very patient vigil. The Kiwis have got a bonus late in the day, and they may still believe they're a chance. It's 364 for 5. Kiwis have a spring in their step. Patif Patel averaging 25.5. Didn't have a great day with the gloves, or a great 2 and a bit days, to be honest. Needs something here with the bat. Here's Danny Morrison. Sanjay Mandrake to take you through the next thrilling half hour.
And over the top for 4. Very, very fortunate indeed for Patif Patel. He's cut it off, Daryl Tuffy. Thought it was going for 4, they're only going to get 2. Good delivery.
Excellent delivery. Just kicking off from length. And look at the bounce there. Unplayable delivery. Just because it bounced so steeply. Even the edge sailed over the slips. Good work by Daryl Tuffy, having just finished the spell. Look at that. Well directed. Hitting the seam, perhaps a crack. And that's agonizing for a bowler running in. He's got the ball in the right place, induced the edge, and well clear the slip cordon.
That's very well played by Patif Patel. Used the pace of the bowler. That was bowled a little quicker. That's another boundary for Patif Patel. The Indian camp looks happy. Pressure released a little. Saw the smile on the little man's face. Now you don't need to bowl quick to this kid. Just have to flight the ball, try and bowl slow, get that point fielder out, put him in the close-in, try and put pressure.
Very trying test match for John Ryder's side. Has been playing catch-up for most of the time, and it's not an easy time to watch that happening. Catch gone! Big thick edge. Patif Patel is on his way, and New Zealand have a late bonus, and India haven't avoided the follow-on as yet, not by a long way.
That's brilliantly bowled. Now he bowled a little slower there, pitched it up to Patif Patel. Look at the bounce he gets. That's from the roughs. There was no chance for Patif Patel. Patif Patel caught Richardson, bowled Vettori for 18. 388 for 6 India. Anil Kumble 1,388 runs. 350s he's got, 88 being his best.
Nicely played. Good timing. That'll race away for Anil Kumble, and India have made a positive start here.
That's a very good stroke off the blade of Anil Kumble. Now it's not only the top order batting of India that's good on the leg side, it's the tail-enders as well.
That's a good shot, but gee, that's good work. That's great work. Goodness me. I've got a feeling that Daryl Tuffy has pulled off one of the most remarkable run-outs. I think Rudy Kurtzen believes that this is out. He nodded his head, but he's gone upstairs for confirmation. Could this be an incredible piece of fielding by a big fast bowler?
That's great work. Full length dive there and reverse throw there. Direct on the stumps, and Kumble is nowhere near his target. He's gone. So that's another wicket gone for India. That's a 7-wicket down for India. Brilliant fielding from the Kiwis. Fantastic cricket. 396 for 7 India now.
Harbhajan Singh has come to the wicket. Now India are 7 down. They still need 35 runs to avoid the follow-on. And when Harbhajan's around, anything can happen. He averages 13, but a lot of his runs come in an unorthodox type of fashion. But that run out from Daryl Tuffy will be one of the best you'll ever see by any cricketer. Ian Butler. Now, Ian Butler picked up the wicket of Rahul Dravid from this end yesterday with his first ball. Oh, that's out too. I got a feeling if he's got a... This could be amazing. If he got a touch on this Butler, he's gone. Well and truly gone, Harbhajan, I think. He must have got a touch for Rudy Kurtzen to come upstairs. Otherwise, he wouldn't have bothered. There has to be a finger on this. Have they pulled off another incredible run out?
Well, the reaction of the player says that it has hit the finger. It has touched the fingers and gone to the stumps. Now, was Harbhajan back? Doesn't look like it.
I don't think he was. Not by a long stretch. He's gone too. He'll get the red light. This is incredible. 2 run-outs in 10 minutes, and this is game on. Unlucky. One of the worst ways in the book to get out. But things are running with New Zealand. They're hot. 2 fast bowlers, 2 run-outs. All of a sudden, India are 408 for 8. Butler. That's the single. Balaji is the new player for India, and now he's down on strike with immense pressure on him. His second test match.
Good delivery, and must be just between first slip and wicketkeeper. 412 for 8.
Daryl Tuffy, absolutely livid here. Great delivery. It bounced. There's definitely the keepers, and Robbie Hart has made a real mess of this. And it's definitely his. It's gone to his right-hand side, Robbie Hart. The man with the gloves has got to go with the feet.
Oh, he's pulled that away. Should get 4 for it. 4 priceless runs for India. And so also for VVS Lakshman, who's moved on to 98. 14 runs to save the follow-on. VVS Lakshman on 99. And VVS Lakshman on 100. And he gets 2 for it. He's back on strike. 5th test match 100 for VVS Lakshman. And whenever he's got them, they've been special hundreds.
No doubt about that. This is another special one. A lot of time in the middle, 406 minutes. There's a heck of a long stay, and he's held this Indian side together. Still not quite out of it in terms of getting past that follow-on. Healthy average of just over 43, and the best fantastic innings at Kolkata against Australia to turn that test match around as well.
It's another drop catch. And again, what was striking for me, how quickly it went to the keeper. Perhaps in the morning session, it might not be such a bad idea to give yourself a step back, but this was a low catch. It wasn't as high as the earlier one.
Tough catch. It's another life. It's again, the feet aren't going. When it follows you sometimes, it really follows you in the game of cricket. Another day, this innings would have been all over. Yes, big shout, and he's gone. This time, he is out of here, and Tuffy deserves that. Really does. Just the faintest of tickle, and Balaji has walked.
Yeah, can't really blame a batsman who's got this habit of getting onto the front foot. Again, it's a short of length delivery. Balaji looking to get onto the front foot. He's feathered it. And Robbie Hart, oh, he'll be relieved. He's taken that catch, and Daryl Tuffy gets his third wicket. Balaji gone for 4. The score 424 for 9, and it's time for drinks.
Here's Daryl Tuffy. That's out. That's gone. They've got him. Well, it's unbelievable. New Zealand have bowled India out for 424, which means Latchman is left stranded on 104. Zahir Khan is out first ball, and now Stephen Fleming can enforce the follow-on, and he will. He'll stroll over towards the Indian dressing room as we speak, after saluting the performance of his own team, and say, "You'll be batting again, fellas." He makes his way towards the Indian room and says, "Come again with your pads on." Brilliant innings by VVS Latchman, goes unrewarded in terms of the team's cause, but New Zealand have been simply outstanding this morning. A couple of lapses by Robbie Hart. They haven't cost dearly in the end, and Tuffy and Butler on a flat pitch have done the deed.
Full marks to the Kiwis. They can't be praised enough. There was a twist in the tail, and look at that, 424 all out. VVS Latchman stranded on 104. Great knock by him, but no support from the lower order batsman. Well, good bowling figures for Vettori and Tuffy. 4 wickets. I think that is exceptional bowling on a pitch where seamers had no help whatsoever. Vettori kept at his job all day. Marathon spell, 56 overs, 2 wickets. Good support from Butler and Styris. So that's the match summary so far. India being forced to follow on in 172 overs, gathering 424 runs, 200s from them. So India are 206 runs behind.
Chopra, 26 years of age and a very talented player.
Yes, I was speaking to him this morning. He has got a bit of a worry. His right hand little finger has got a probable fracture in it. And he was saying when he plays back, it jars and it really hurts. He's not in the one-day squad, but he says that once he gets in the middle, he has to forget about it. He's got 10-15 days more to go before the first class season starts. He was not hoping to bat again in this match, but here is another opportunity for him to make amends of getting out on 60 when he was well set. Tuffy on a hat-trick. A lot of drama.
Some people, some notable cricketing experts around this place, including men in the studio, have deemed this as being boring. They should have known better. They should, with all their test experience, realised that anything can happen. They won't get the hat-trick, but it's a good start again from Tuffy. Off stump, line and length.
This is the batting card for India. Dravid and Tendulkar 3 and 4, and that man Latchman, the century in the first innings. Yuvraj Singh, the debutant, didn't have a very distinguished outing in the first innings.
Boundary to start with. Boy, that raced across the outfield. As Chopra underway. Sehwag is underway. Edge and Fleming will take that. They've lost the first one in the second innings. What a brilliant over from Daryl Tuffy, and Stephen Fleming does not shell them. Oh boy. Boring? Birthday or not? He's not enjoying it. That flew, and Stephen Fleming has hands like big buckets. Tuffy is jubilant. There is a chance, believe me, there's a chance. Sehwag goes, it's 6 for 1. A huge blow.
Just needing 73 runs to get to 6,000. Rahul Dravid, 1500s, 29 50s. And the best coming in the last match. He's got his parents here to watch this test match, Rahul Dravid. And he called them over because he felt that they've got to come and watch him captain India for the first time. Great honor, great privilege. He asked his parents, his mother and father, to come and watch him do that. So they're very much here in Mohali on this ground, watching their son doing duties for India as a captain, and now as Mr. Dependable yet again. Another innings in crisis.
Maybe he shouldn't have. I mean, that's added to the pressure as well. Taking over the captaincy for a one-off situation because of the injury to Saurav Ganguly just adds to it all. I just wonder.
And here's St. Carrick.
Now Rahul Dravid is not going to move. He's not quite sure whether he's carried. Rudy Curtin just checking with David Shepherd out there. Doubts in the umpire's mind as well. Stephen Fleming has claimed the catch. The New Zealanders are absolutely certain that they've taken a clean catch. Now this is going to get a little complicated. Whenever camera comes in to take catches and low catches, it never gets easier.
I think you're right. Some of the history of the game in the modern game, quite blurry with some of the replays, but this one, down the barrel. Well, that's out. That is clean as a whistle from Stephen Fleming. That's beautiful. So it's a good catch, but it's also beautiful camera work as well. That is great camera work, and he's going to have to depart. The captain is going to get the red light, I'm afraid. There you go. Rahul Dravid is on his way. Can't quite believe it. He's given out, and he has to go. Rahul Dravid out for 5. Most disappointing, and you can just